Okay, for this one, you need the information about even and odd trig functions. Cosine and secant are even. Sine, tangent, cosecant, cotangent are considered odd. And on this one, it says if the cosine of angle T is the square root of 2 over 2, then what is the cosine of negative T? Well, I guess I got a little carried away over here with the green. Okay, the cosine of T is square root of 2 over 2. So the cosine of T is going to equal the cosine of negative T. And that's what they're asking us to find. So whatever this is, that would be the same because they're considered even. The best way I can explain the difference between even and odd is actually with the parabola. Like if you have a parabola, the most basic parabola is y equals x squared. And so when x is, let's say x is negative 2. Negative 2 squared is 4. When x is negative 1, negative 1 squared is 1. When x is 0, 0 squared is 0. When x is positive 1, 1 squared is 1. When x is positive 2, 2 squared is 4. And so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. If I'm at negative 2, 4, negative 1, 1, there's 0, 0, 1, 1, and 1, 4. And if you were to, connect the dots to make the parabola, this is an even function because no matter what your x is, like when x is 2 or x is negative 2, when you square it, you will get the same y coordinate of positive 4. That's considered an even function. Cubics are different because a cubic equation would look something like this. And so if x was 2, gosh, it would be 8. I would have, actually I drew this wrong, sorry. It would go like this. If you had an x cubed, when x is 2, y would be 8. But if you have negative 2, y would be negative 8. It would be the opposite. And those are called odds. Hope that makes sense. They go through this kind of thing, but with trig functions and show you how they come up with it. But that's just my brain thinking, what's the difference between an even function and an odd function? That's when x is the positive and the negative of a value. When you plug it into the function, the y coordinate will always be the same. Then it's even. If you take the positive and the negative of some x value and you plug them into the function, but you get the same number, but one's positive and the other is negative for the y's, they call that odd because they're opposites. Anyway, the answer to what is the cosine of negative 2 would be the square root of 2 over 2. It's the same thing, which I've got it already typed in. How did I do? Boom.